I don't know how well I can see this. Obviously you see that there's some signs of oil, but I'm sure on most old engines that'll happen. And I've already done something about it. But that bolt, I got a good half turn on or more. This one too. And this is the real kicker. I don't know if you can see the injection pump needs to be tightened down. That's one thing I don't like loose bolts. And most times I'll probably get things over tight. Oh yeah, that wasn't tight. I'm loosening it right now though to see if there's a slotted hole there, whether there's any adjustment to the pump we got to deal with. Some pumps you can maybe turn them a degree or two just on the side of the tractor without having to sit there and try to line up all the gears and look at your timing marks. Okay, everybody look closely as we tighten this. Okay, let's watch for the oil to squeeze out right there as we tighten the gasket. Get this bolt tight. Yeah, let's see, you can ask Nick on the 14 when I sold him that he went to change the oil and had to destroy the filters off, but you know what the filters weren't doing? They weren't coming loose and they weren't leaking. So there's that. Brad used to get on me about that too for getting things too tight, but you know what? They didn't come apart, and most of the time I didn't strip too many bolts. Or break them off, I don't think. Now we gotta find how many other... Oh man, that's hidden down there. Ugh. How do we even get to that? It's way in there. And that's in the way. Ugh. It doesn't look any different. I didn't sit there and try to blast it with a power washer or nothing. But we tightened pretty much any bolt associated with the injection pump. Because it seems like it's been rebuilt because there's no paint left on it. In my experience, when they rebuild an injection pump, most of the places will just put it in the cleaning bath. Oftentimes, they don't get repainted. So, the 3 bolts that hold the pump on, then everything here, the front cover bolts, and then the access cover to get into the gear is loose. That makes me question the timing. It ran okay, but give me a day or two and maybe we'll see, and maybe I'll check the timing. It's supposed to be at 27 degrees before top dead center. So that is hopefully fixed. We gotta take it to the field, but that was our leak. I was so glad it wasn't like a crank seal or anything. So now it's time to put some fuel in it for the day. I only want to see this. We gotta be real quiet and listen. You can hear it going into the tank. The front tank's empty. And the front tank was fairly empty when I started chisel plowing yesterday. So I'm curious, like, how big is that bottom tank over there? This thing can hold a lot of fuel. And didn't miss the front weights at all. I still got to get those action shots that I was supposed to get yesterday. Going back out, keep turning dirt. Yeah, a crank pump. I'm feeling the pain. It's just like how I like writing checks or cash and not using a card, because you have to feel the pain of the money you're spending. So, but this is how we get the Jewish cramps. But we're feeling the pain of spending, the money on $4.50 diesel, or maybe closer to $5 diesel right now. Why put an electric pump? It lets you pump it too easy. You get too lazy and you just think, oh, we can go and get more fuel. But if we got to sit here and put some work into it, at least we think about the refueling. We are running like a scalded rabbit. We've only lost maybe 200 engine RPM versus idle, which is, a fair isn't a bad luck down. But yesterday, I was losing 400 RPM or more at times. You could tell when I'd hit a hard spot in the field. And I think it's because the injection pump was able to sit out there and wobble a little bit. And so I was messing with the timing. Now, maybe wasn't a full degree, but that play wasn't good. It's made to be solid. So tightening those 3 bolts has done wonders. We'll have to check on the front of the engine later about the rest of the leakage through the front, you know, oil, the cover and stuff. But it is going fantastically well. Finally, once we got rolling, we're ripping out our cover crop of weeds, bringing some air into the soil, and I just can't follow very well when I'm looking out the back. We spread manure here because that's where we had silage corn last year. And if you remember silage, I don't know if I got too many videos, but it obviously wasn't dry because, you know, that's the weather we've been having for the last 5 years. It was all good until I started the channel, and then, but you know, we have no evidence of that, so it could just be hearsay, but you have to take my word for it. The weather wasn't too horrendous until we decided to film. Guess I can't be a show-off.